So after watching this episode, it wasn't that bad. It was mostly building up to Yesu's trial, seeing the students help out, trying to find cases and juries that will benefit them during the trial. If you compare this episode with episode 10 that aired yesterday, you can already tell that episode 10 was going to be the end of the week cliffhanger. Because of that last scene in episode 10, we saw Mano and JongHoon calling someone and meeting up with someone. So yeah, again, that was the perfect end of the week cliffhanger, but because episode 10 couldn't air last week, it aired this week with episode 11, and now episode 11 is more of a end of the week build up instead of having us come up with theories and stuff like that. And I just watched the trailer for episode 12. I know I am going to be so annoyed and just a little bit pissed off because I saw maybe 2 to 3 seconds of Yongchang acting innocent. And I'm pretty excited for that. This is the first time I've ever been excited to be pissed off and annoyed by a character. So again, this episode wasn't that bad. It was just a build up. I'll say the highlight of this episode was seeing JongHoon and Mano calling someone, taking a cab, and meeting somebody. So for Mano, he went to a nice hotel. We didn't really see the person he met, but I think it's pretty obvious is Assemblyman Hyeong Soo. I mean, he's the only rich guy we know. He has security. And there were security at the hotel, 2 in front of his room. I only saw 1 inside the room. So it was pretty obvious it was him. And the only thing that Mano got from that meeting was a picture of his son, and that was it. Now for JongHoon, he ended up at a cafe. He didn't meet anybody there, but he was informed that there was a black bag under the table, under the lighted lamp. And inside was 2 shoe soles, 1 needle that was used to puncture Byungju, and also the missing pen that was inside Byungju's pocket that went missing. And here's the thing. Why would the inmate who told JongHoon to call that number, and it's the same inmate that he met in episode 10, why would he tell him to call that number just to find a black bag with the items that are involved in Byungju's case, but all of the fingerprints are wiped out? Why though? That's the thing. And if the culprit is behind this, why didn't the culprit destroy those evidence? Why just wipe the fingerprints? Something is off. To me, that is. And then after that, we see the students during their internship. We have Junie and Yebom with Prosecutor Jin. What a team up, huh? Then we got Seul A and B with Assemblyman Hyeong Soo. Another good team up, huh? And then we see Gio with one of the guys from Bad Fama. Yeah. And such a coincidence that all 3 of these people that the students met up for their intern, they are all involved in Byungju and Yesu's trial. Mostly Yesu's trial. Such a coincidence, huh? For Seul A and B, there's really nothing much to talk about other than Seul giving Hyeong Soo a document that Professor Eun-suk gave her to try to persuade him to take Seul in as an intern. For Gio, the guy who worked at Bad Fama kept questioning about Yesu's trial, which pretty off. And for Junie, this is the first time I've felt really bad for Seung Jae. I mean, well, to start it off, Prosecutor Jin set this whole thing up himself. He got Seung Jae into his office. Junie is there for his intern. He made Junie question Seung Jae because of his situation about hacking professors' laptops. And Junie, he didn't hold back. He just went at it. And you can tell by Seung Jae, you can tell by his reaction. You know, he was sweating, he was nervous, intimidated. And when they were in the bathroom, Seung Jae, he just needed some cold water to cool down. And when Junie was trying to explain himself, Seung Jae was like, no, I get it, and just walked out. And then Prosecutor Jin just came in and just said, oh, my broken heart, yada, yada, yada. But, he doesn't feel bad, obviously. And it was also pretty obvious that he set this whole thing up. But yeah, this is the first time I felt bad for Seung Jae. Now for Gio, I want to see more of Gio's situation, because right now he's dealing with his case for his dad, with the false rumors and whatnot. And he's trying to convince that reporter to testify against Prosecutor Jin. But after watching the trailer for episode 12, we see just a little bit of a meeting between the reporter and Prosecutor Jin. I have a feeling that Prosecutor Jin is going to tell the reporter that maybe it was Hyeong Soo that spread the rumors. No, because here's the thing. Both reporters were in the restroom. Remember in that one episode, I forgot which one, but they admitted that Prosecutor Jin was the one that spread the rumors. But I think it's more into it. I think Hyeong Soo told Prosecutor Jin to spread the rumors. So I think the main source of it is Hyeong Soo. But that's just a theory though. Now for Yesu's trial, it was more of picking the juries, having both sides trying to convince the juries to be on their side. So it's not really much to it as of right now. Just like I said, episode 11 is more of a setup. But let's get to Mano, because I think he's going to get Hyeong Soo one way or the other. First, I did say it was Hyeong Soo that Mano met at the beginning of the episode. I think that's true. But then when Hyeong Soo was on TV, talking about passing the Mano Act and calling him a wicked man, that really triggered Mano. And that led to the ending scene of Hyeong Soo being choked by Mano and JongHoon coming in and telling Mano to kill him. And then that was the end of that scene right there. Obviously, he's not going to do it. I mean, we're only on episode 11. We have 5 more to go. There's no way. And plus, Hyeong Soo is, well, in my opinion, the main source of the entire problem. So by taking him out, you pretty much end the drama. So obviously, it's not going to end there. And yeah, that's the end of the review. That's the gist of the episode. If there's anything else I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Even though a lot of the main focus is towards Prosecutor Jin because of the trials and whatnot, I think the main source of the entire problem is Hyeong Soo. I mean, he is the assemblyman, he does have a lot of power, so it makes sense for him to be the main problem. I can't wait for Kangdan to come back to South Korea and really not being afraid to admit everything. And I want to know more about Mano's son, like what happened to... hold up. So, here's the thing. I did come up with a theory that Mano's son could be with Kangdan in the US. But wouldn't that just be kidnapping though? I mean, if his son was at an orphanage, he must have been at a young age. So if Kangdan took his son with her, that's technically kidnapping. So I don't think he's with... Yeah, I don't think he's with Kangdan then. Yeah. And plus, Kangdan would have been in high school. There's no way a high school student is going to take up the mother figure for a kid. Yeah, I don't know. But I can't wait until she comes back. Anyway, if you guys like this review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.